Hello everyone, this is Vinny Tartamella, and I am a comic book creator and former lead designer of McFarlane Toys. And today we are reviewing Torpedo from G.I. Joe Classified. It's another really nice looking figure. We have, again, this whole new wave of figures that have come out. They're using this bizarre packaging where you can't see the figure. And I know a lot of people have complained. They keep saying that they're going to go back to the other one where you could see that, like the window, so you could actually see the figure. But only time will tell when that is actually going to be released. But for what it is, the package is, at least it's cleaner and nicer than the previous ones. There's a lot of like black and white kind of, clean looking lines, some blue here and there. Again, that's on this whole wave of figures: Shipwreck, Torpedo, Rock and Roll. There's a few of them that they're going with this kind of design, which again, it's okay for what it is. That it's still that old package roll, this packaging with paper. Still, it's ridiculous. But the figure actually looks good. Again, they all come with this weird kind of foot locker, extra wasted paper, and then you open it up and there's more wasted paper and all of the loose items. So that's another strange thing too, because when you have the proper packaging, nothing's going to be warped and distorted like these guys here, depending on how they are, how they're put in the little foot locker thing. They could kind of bend on top of one another. One of his flippers here, you can see there's an extra curl to it. That technically it shouldn't really have that, but because of what it is, it's okay. It's no big deal. But again, if it's in packaging, they'd be more straight. Same with the weapons. The weapons are, I'm noticing that they're more and more warped. Again, easily fixed with the heat gun. But this is what's going to happen when you have, again, accessories that are loose in a bag inside of a box, inside of another box. It's so bizarre. But yeah, he does come with a clip that you could put into that machine gun, like submachine gun kind of deal. So pretty cool. I like that he came with that extra one as well. He does come with a little dagger or a knife. Here is the breathing apparatus backpack thingamajig. And and the mask that goes over his head with the hoses that connect to the backpack. And that's done in a pretty nice way. It doesn't feel cheap. Pretty good job how they did this. And there's a good range of motion too, which we'll see during the articulation segment. So it doesn't really hinder anything. But here's Torpedo himself, and I gotta say, very nice looking figure. Very, very clean. I like the black and gray kind of design and look all about him. What do they call him? Like the frogman, the scuba diver type deal. But really, really cool. I like how they did this. He does have kind of those moving parts on his legs. So if you do want to slide off like the dagger thing, you could do that. Up to you. Articulation wise, pretty good range. You got it by the neck at the top and at the bottom. Slight butterfly ball joints, bicep, double hinge for the elbow. He has the hinge peg gimmick for the wrist, kind of standard. He does have like that T-crunch. Goes a pretty far distance, which is good for a character like this. The hula hoop action for the waist, so that's great. Drop downs for the legs. He could do the Van Dams. You have upper thigh, double hinge for the knee. Pretty standard stuff for the G.I. Joe Classifieds. And right by like the ankle or above the ankle, so I like that point of articulation. The foot does have the hinge with the rocker. So fantastic range of motion. And here he is, just kind of without the whole mask set up, because I'm going to be displaying him and really covering the full figure for this review with the whole kind of scuba gear on, because again, that's why I like this figure. And anything that's kind of like theme like that is really cool, because all you need to do is get like a flight stand or one of those kind of things and clip them on it in a cool pose. This is like a figure you could probably put in a fish tank, to be honest, and it would look fantastic. Yeah, again, his regular kind of, stance you could put him in, holding his machine gun, is really cool. I dig it. Not bad. The details on this guy look really good. He's a very slick looking figure. Paint applications are ultra clean on this guy. Again, like the little face area is it's pretty good too for what they have. You could probably pop the head off too if you want to swap it with somebody else. But here he is with his whole scuba gear. And yeah, I think this looks fantastic. Again, he should have come with some kind of a flight stand. I know G.I. Joe, they don't really do that at all with any of their figures, but it would have been cool if they added something like that. This is just a cheap McFarlane one, which again, they don't even use all the time, but yeah, you could hook it on, and you have a really cool display kind of gimmick for your G.I. Joe Torpedo figure. And like I said, you could put him in all sorts of poses. He's going to look fantastic. Again, well, with the blue backdrop, looks like he is in the water, so that's pretty good. And yeah, you could even see like the I don't know what they're called, like that wrist thing that he has on to check like the depth of the water and all that they're down. But like I said, you could kind of see a little bit of the warp thing going on with the harpoon gun. But again, that's Hasbro doing bad packaging. Yeah, his kind of flippers look fantastic, really nice, super easy to get on. They will not fall off, and there are holes on the bottom too. So if you do want to kind of have a little stand for him to, in case you're afraid he's going to topple over or something, you could also do that. You could kind of do again, pose him whichever way you like. This segment is pretty much to kind of just show you that. As you get him in kneeling down poses, as if he just came out of the water and he's about to go, do some kind of secret stealth mission. But yeah, again, military figures and characters are always pretty damn cool. I always dig that stuff. His mask fits on really nicely. You're not going to have any problems. There's no, like, hindering with poses. You might have, like, those hoses on the back part that kind of disconnect, but they're easily, you could pop them right back on. And like I said, it's not, they won't fall off all the time. If you get them in a good pose and everything's all plugged in, you're going to be fine. So that's really cool. But yeah, again, I love the kind of underwater themed characters. And again, like the poses you could put them in, make it look like he's swimming. Yeah, this kind of guy, he's perfect to put in a fish tank. He really is. Although I don't know if the plastic would harm the fish at all, now that I think about it. Because, they're using plastic from China. So I don't know. It all depends. But it will look awesome, to be quite honest. Yeah, like I said, great poses. Character is very well sculpted. I think I follow the sculptor on Twitter. I just can't remember his handle right now. I do remember him showing like the 3D renderings of this guy. But yeah, like I said, fantastic job. This is a beautiful, beautiful figure. And again, I like the black and gray colors on him. I think it looks amazing. And again, if you want something different in your display, this guy's a perfect option for it. I do want to pop off his head and see if he has like other other G.I. Joe characters or even Marvel Legends that can kind of swap out. I mean, you should be able to, in case if you want him like completely unmasked. There's a way of doing that. But yeah, again, your figures, you do what you want with them. But all in all, huge thumbs up. I really, really like this figure. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hi, for anyone looking for some amazing comic books, this is part of my collection. I am the artist and creator of Shadow of the Kraken. This is a beautiful pirate story, 52 pages, beautiful artwork. Yeah, everything you need out of a great pirate story, you're right here. We have City of Venus. It's a futuristic story, also another one that I totally created. Beautiful, if you love kind of post-apocalyptic worlds, beautiful women, sci-fi, action. This has a little bit of everything in it. So if you're looking for that, on that campaign, You could also get, for a limited time, volume 1 and 2 of my art books. These are loaded with amazing images, 52 pages each. Yeah, they got pretty much everything you need in there. And we have, of course, hardcover book. This is Through the Woods, co-created and written by Frankie Tartamella, my brother. And yeah, I did all the artwork. This is 100 pages. You get the entire story in here, beginning, middle, end. You get all of it, and it is truly amazing. So if you're looking for a great ghost story, this is definitely the book for you. Just click the link in the descriptions, and yeah, these books ship immediately.